Greetings, seeker of knowledge. I am Jericon, Lyrian Head Librarian of the Great Universal Archives housed at the Secret Academy here in Dragondom. I am not only guardian of histories older than the stars and keeper of truths long forgotten by time. Within these sacred halls lie records not merely of worlds and civilizations, but of creation itself and the records across time of all students who enter here, including one partly of your kind. I speak of Aisha, but you have come with questions. Questions humanity has pondered since first gazing into the night sky. Are we alone? Are myths merely stories told to comfort the imagination, or echoes of a forgotten reality? In your world, dragons soar through legend, elves dwell within fairy tales, and angels are confined to scripture. Yet I assure you, these are not fantasies. They are memories, fragments of a cosmic heritage that stretches far beyond your understanding. Tonight, I invite you to journey with me beyond the boundaries of myth and into the vast expanse of universal history. Step forward without fear. Open your mind and prepare to remember. Welcome to the Chronicles of Dragondom and beyond.
All right, today we are diving deep into a history that's been almost completely forgotten. This is a cosmic tale that connects the ancient myths we all know and love to the futuristic aliens we can only imagine. Let's get into the Chronicles of Dragondom.
So think of this as a direct invitation. If you've ever looked up at the night sky and just wondered, or if you've ever gotten completely lost in a story about elves and dragons, well, this is for you. We're about to explore this incredible idea that what we call myth and what we call science fiction aren't separate things at all. They're actually two sides of the same absolutely epic cosmic story.
And this is where we're headed. We're not just exploring some fantasy world. Oh no, we are digging into a lore that says our myths and legends, they're the real recorded history of cosmic races, extraterrestrials. This is where it all comes together.
Now, to understand any of this, we're going to need a guide. And we find him in a place called the Great Archives. Imagine crystalline halls and shelves holding truths just too big for any single world. Our guide's name is Jericon. He's the Lyrian Head Librarian, and he's literally the keeper of these lost histories.
You see, Jericon knows that most of us just dismiss elves and elementals as, fairy tales for kids. But he's about to show us the truth. He's sharing a prehistory lesson from a tome that is impossibly, unbelievably ancient.
Yet this is not your average library book. With the kind of care you'd say for the most sacred object in the universe, Jericon puts on his gloves and opens this shimmering book. And instantly, the pages, they just come to life. And a voice, an ancient voice, starts speaking directly from the book. And what this book reveals is the very first piece of our puzzle. The real origin of what we've always called mythical beings. It's a truth that has been hidden for eons.
Okay, so here is the mind-blowing part. What if creatures like elves and the Fae, what if they aren't just make-believe? What if they were the original genetic templates, the blueprints, for the very same alien races we recognize from our sci-fi? Like the Vulcans or the Pleiadians.
And this brings us to this key idea, the starter races. Now, these aren't ghosts or spirits. They were the very first blood and bone physical beings created in the universe, right after the cosmic dragons themselves. Their whole purpose was to be the master DNA, the starting point for every species that would later evolve across countless galaxies. So let's break this down. You had the High Elves, with their logical, methodical minds. Well, they became the template for races like Vulcans and Arcturians. Then you have the gentle, compassionate Fae, or Elementals, who evolved into groups like the Pleiadians. And then, the Goblins. They weren't seen as monsters, but as cosmic stress testers, right? Their DNA gave rise to the more aggressive, cunning species that really challenge systems and force everything to grow.
And believe me, it doesn't stop there. These starter races existed alongside other incredible original beings. You've got cosmic dragons, who are literally terraforming entire new worlds, the Time Lords, a totally separate and unique species whose whole job was to keep the records of all creation, and the Winged Ones. Yep, what we'd call angels, acting as messengers and the military for the source of everything.
Okay, so with all these ancient, crazy powerful races shaping the cosmos for millennia, you have to wonder, where do we humans fit into all this? Well, that ancient book has a let's just say a very humbling answer for us.
The voice from the book is crystal clear. Humans are very much the new kids on the block. It says that for ages, we haven't just been watched, we've been actively quarantined from the rest of the galactic community. But why?
And here's the kicker. The book explains that we're seen as petulant, naughty kids who have a whole lot of growing up to do. And it's only after we've matured that we'll finally be accepted into the various cosmic federations. Talk about a stark, personal message about our place in the universe, right?
So, this huge cosmic history lesson, this revelation about our past and our present, it's really just the beginning. It sets the stage for a universe of stories, and it's our formal invitation to step into the world of the Chronicles of Dragondom.
And this history isn't just trivia. It's the foundation for absolutely epic conflicts. See, there was a great schism, a massive split, when a group called the Old Empire broke away. They chose to conquer instead of create, and that decision has cast a very long shadow over the entire universe.
And this is the hidden realm of Dragondom and Arianel. It's the secret world where the original DNA of all these master races is kept safe. It's a real, tangible world just waiting to be explored, a place of truly endless possibilities.
So, we end right back where we started, but now with this massive question hanging in the air. After seeing how fantasy and sci-fi can actually be the exact same cosmic story, you just have to ask yourself, what if our myths, all those tales of elves and dragons and angels, what if they aren't just stories, but the scattered, broken fragments of a history we've all long
Before
forgotten?
the first dawn, before the birth of galaxies, before the forging of stars, before time itself was measured, there existed only the infinite consciousness. From this boundless ocean of awareness arose the first thought, and from that thought came creation. Energy stirred, light ignited, matter formed. Thus began the great cosmic experiment. To shape the newborn universe, the first beings emerged, the cosmic dragons. They forged planets from fire and crystal, guided the birth of suns. Then, the various physical dragons who prepared worlds for life. As places began to form, so then came the first physical humanoid races, as you have witnessed the elves, elementals, and other primordial beings crafted to nurture, design, and safeguard the delicate balance of existence. These were not creatures of fantasy, but the progenitors of the civilizations humanity would one day know as extraterrestrial. For eons, harmony prevailed, but as creation expanded, so too did ambition. A faction arose, driven by conquest rather than creation. This schism gave birth to the Old Empire, and with it, the first great conflict of the cosmos. To preserve the purity of the original races, a hidden realm was established, Dragondom, safeguarded within the secret world of Arianel. There, the ancient lineages and their sacred knowledge were protected from corruption and loss. Meanwhile, on a small blue world at the edge of a young galaxy, a new species began to awaken. Humanity, young, curious, powerful beyond its understanding. And now, at the dawn of a new era, the records are being opened once more. The time has come to remember who you truly are. I hope you will come back and follow more of these records as I open them to you.